All right, awesome, bro.
All right.
So go ahead, man. You want to start us off
All
and
right.
just, you
So,
know,
welcome everybody to Let's Be Real,
we are
Zoom edition.
zoom in.
Zoom, Mazda. Okay.
Zoom, 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 zoom.
Um, so this week I guess we're gonna be talking about the older Marvel movies, like
Yeah,
Fantastic Four, X-Men, the first five Spider-Man movies, I guess that came out.
the one that everybody forgot about, the old Marvel
Oh,
movies.
yeah, Fantastic Four, Deadpool. We're gonna talk about Deadpool as well. That's not older, but I mean it's not MCU.
Yes.
I got the logo on the background of my TV. It keeps shutting off, so if you see like Chrome, like Google, like TV just come up, just ignore it.
I
I'll
got you.
I'll set it back up.
Got you.
All right. So where do you want to start first?
Well, we got the dad joke of the each episode.
Oh, yeah.
This is X-Men related.
Ugh.
So I just gonna wing it. So
There
I
is an
just
X-Men that has wings.
yes, his name is Angel. Angel. I love that scene, by the way, when he's
Oh,
like,
when he jumps out the window.
I'm not getting the vaccine.
Oh, oh,
Jumps out the window. Imagine that if you instead of you just hear like a chicken. So, um, after much consideration, I do not believe Wolverine in the X-Men movies is real.
why?
It's obviously just a huge act, man. A huge act, man. Oh, he left. Oh no. Oh no. And he's back. So now we can start the episode.
All right.
That's all. That's all. But yes, this is Let's Be Real with
Yeah.
Tyler and
Use jacked man.
Tyler and Juan.
Yep.
And we're not together this week. We are Zoom calling.
We are. Yeah. Zoom edition. This is episode 5, the real episode 5.
Yes. 05.
Yep. Yep.
So we're
4
gonna
or
be
5.
discussing.
Jason Zero, whatever his name was.
So we're gonna be discussing. You said X-Men, Fantastic Four,
Yeah. X-Men, Fantastic
Spider-Man, and
Four,
Deadpool. So go ahead,
Deadpool,
man.
Spider-Man 5.
What do you want to start off with?
Well, I think the first ones I saw, I think was X-Men first.
Yes.
X-Men 1.
Yeah, bro, it's those movies were those came out when we were really young,
Yeah, really young.
really young. Like I don't even remember what year that came out. It was
Early. Early.
what,
I
like
still
2003.
no, before that. I still lived in Chicago.
Yeah. Oh man.
I left Chicago in 2004.
But so go ahead. Go ahead. You want to just break down each movie by X-Men?
Yeah, we can go through the whole X-Men series if you'd like, or we
Okay.
can
Yeah, that's
do
fine.
the first 3.
That's fine. Well, I mean, that's fine with me. I'm not as familiar with the X-Men because I lost track. I lost interest after the first three. Um,
There's a lot. There's a lot of them.
I did watch Days of Future Past,
That one's good. That's a good one.
which is a good one.
I like
But
I have that movie. I own it twice. I own that one, like the regular cut, and then I own the Rogue cut, which has more scenes with Rogue towards the end.
yeah,
They actually
so
Bobby and the fire dude go back to the mansion to save her because the robots was using her powers because remember she can absorb all the X-Men powers and use them. That was her power.
yeah,
But at the same time she kills the whatever mutant she was trying to get.
yep, exactly,
Anyway,
exactly.
so speaking of Rogue, she starts off the movie, right? She starts off the first one. She's,
Hmm.
you know, in her room trying to hook up with her boyfriend, touches him, and then
And
freaking
he
he gets a shock. He goes into shock. He almost dies. He has no powers.
he just free
Yeah, yeah. Uh,
every person she kisses, and like look. I'm married, but I'm just gonna say this. She looks very kissable, so I feel bad for any boyfriend for her.
Yes. Yes.
But like, so it's like
Hold on, I'm cutting out Magneto here.
in her head, it's like, oh, he doesn't know what's about to happen. Oh,
No, she didn't know either. It was the first time she got her. Just the first
yeah,
time she ever
at
experienced her
first,
powers.
yeah, but just imagine the next time. It's like, oh, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
I'm weird. I'm weird. I'm a mutant.
She's a weirdo.
I'm a psycho.
um, but yeah, can you imagine that? Like not being able to like physically touch anybody? Like think about it.
Yeah, that
You
I
can't,
couldn't.
yeah, you can, you know what I mean? Might as well stay single because you can't have kids.
I mean, it's gonna be a real difficult time.
It's not gonna be very comfortable for the other person involved.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%, bro.
And
100%.
so she goes on the run, right? And then we see Logan for the first
Hmm.
time. He already has his adamantium claws, and he doesn't. He already has the amnesia because he was shot with the adamantium bullet by that point.
Uh-huh.
Yep. And
So,
he's fighting in a cage in a bar somewhere.
yes,
She meets him. She goes to that bar, and then he kind of like sees her and tries to help her get where she's trying to go. And
yes.
Sabretooth is it Sabretooth shows up? Sabretooth shows up and tries to fight him.
Pretty sure it is Staber's tooth. Staber tooth. Staber.
Staber.
Stabber tooth.
Stab her in the neck. No. Um,
Yeah, so X-Men came out in 2000.
yes, 2000.
Yes. So
I was I was probably in the second
I was
going into the third grade.
I was 8 years old.
Yeah.
You were 6.
Yep.
Oh man, look at us now.
I still lived in Chicago.
I am Chicago.
Hmm.
Hmm. Yeah, I just thought it'd be a good idea to just kind of pull up the order of the movies.
No, yeah, that's good.
So the first one is X-Men. It came out in 2000.
Mm-hmm.
In a world where mutants, evolved superpower humans, exist and are discriminated against two groups of to form the inevitable clash. That's literally what the description says of the movie.
That's what it
But
says.
yeah, but
That's funny.
I do remember this movie. It was I thought it was I thought it was a good movie.
I thought so too.
I did not think,
A lot of the Marvel movies back then were they just felt different. They were different.
and these were the Sony ones too.
This one is Fox.
20th
This one
Century
is
Fox. I'm sorry.
right. This is 20th Century Fox. Hey man,
Which
listen here.
which they were better than Sony when it came to making these kind of movies.
Well, because 1 year later we got Spider-Man 1. So I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. Well, I mean,
Toby Maguire.
yeah, but we already know, man. This is
X-Men.
you can't touch Marvel when it comes to that stuff.
Well, Spider-Man is Marvel, and X-Men is Marvel.
Marvel. No, yeah, I'm that's speaking MCU
Oh, yeah. I can't.
because
I want to see what the MCU does with the mutants.
I mean, there's a lot of theories that they can cross over, and Kang with
I mean,
since they announced the Kang Dynasty, it's gonna be like tie in everything.
yeah. And
But
no, my biggest thing is who are they going to cast for Wolverine? Because Hugh Jackman had that role for. But what is going on with this thing?
you're
It's
good.
like
You're good.
it's like goes like less and less time.
No, you're good though.
No, I'm not good.
But
All right, you know what? I think I'm just gonna shut it off.
so what off?
My TV, it ain't working.
Oh, the TV. I'm like, what the heck? Um, but yeah. So X-Men 1, which is literally just X-Men.
Right. So he goes right. He goes to the he. I don't remember how they get to the mansion. I know he fights Sabretooth.
Hmm.
Right. He goes crashing through the window of his little RV that he has,
Yes,
and
I
then
do
like
remember that.
Rogue
I
sees
laughed at
him.
that scene as a kid.
Yeah, and then Rogue sees him like healing, like self-healing, and then they end up at the castle. I don't know how. I don't know if Logan, not Logan, Professor X can like sense them, was looking for more mutants because he always does,
Yeah.
and finds them. But they end up at the castle, and then they try to examine him, and then they figure out
I,
that his bones is like all covered in this adamantium metal,
yep.
and that he can. They don't know how old he actually is because of his self-healing,
Yeah.
which you get that answered in X-Men Origins Wolverine. Terrible movie. The worst X-Men movie ever made.
Well, remember, I stopped watching the X-Men movies after 2006,
Yeah. So I think
which
after
was
after three came, I think Origins,
yeah.
and then Origins was terrible. Anyway, he is actually like over 300 years old.
Hmm.
Can you imagine living 300, 300
I would
years?
love it. I would
You
love
would
it.
you would love it?
I'd have like the best beard as a 300-year-old.
Dude, that would suck because everybody I love is dead
Why couldn't they be 300 either?
because it's just you.
Well, if I'm 300 years old, there's no way that you're gonna be 298.
With my
No
luck,
way that I.
I'd have Cyclops' powers. I have to wear red glasses all the time.
Oh my god. How do you work this thing? That's what
I
you would
can't.
be. Ah! You be destroying every Publix you walk into.
I wonder if if he slept with them, if they fell off in his sleep and he just like burnt a hole through his ceiling.
You just. Oh my gosh, that'd be hilarious. Why is half the refrigerator destroyed? Oh man, my glass must fall off.
Hey, what are these doing on the floor?
Like, what are these things? Hey, why are you touching those? But yeah, like I said, I stopped watching the X-Men movies after The Last Stand.
Yeah. So, what are your thoughts on the first one? It takes place at the end of the movie. I know we're just jumping around here, but the end of the movie, it goes. Magneto has them all at the the Statue of Liberty, and he's trying to I guess bring out the mutant gene of other of people. I don't remember exactly. Like he has this like big thing um swirling around, and they're trying to stop it. Storm and Jean Grey are trying to stop it,
Hmm.
while Rogue and what's his face, Wolverine are going after Magneto and his team.
Which is and they're actually called the Brotherhood of Mutants.
Yes.
It's crazy because it's like they're both Xavier's doing what's good in his heart. Magneto's doing what's good in his heart. They're just
Right.
like they don't disagree. Which I know later in the later movies you find out why they split. They went their own direction.
Yeah,
Magneto was he was all
you find that
about
out in First Class.
yes, first class. That's
That
when he was
movie.
in Germany, right?
Yes. That's like
Yeah,
the
see, okay.
origin of the two of them. It's
Yes. And
so
that
good.
I'll say, okay, so the ones that I saw, X-Men, X-Men 2, United We Stand, I think.
Yep.
And then The Last Stand. And then I also watched Days of Future Past and
First Class.
First Class. First Class is probably my favorite one.
It's
I
really
love
good.
how I love how he's literally in there trying to bend the quarter or whatever, like
Oh, in
just
the room.
using the mind control.
And he bends
Um,
everything else in the room but the quarter.
and he goes crazy.
Yeah. He lifts that submarine right out of the water.
He destroys her.
Hmm.
But I liked those first three movies. I thought they were very great. I liked the first one
So the
a lot.
there's a theme running throughout the three of the first three movies.
Hmm.
Is like, should mutants have rights, the same rights as humans, if they don't look
Exactly.
like, you know what I mean? Like if they don't
If
look
they're
like,
not, if they're not the same.
yeah, or if they don't like Mystique. Like she could look like anybody she wants, but most of the time she walks around blue and the red hair. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? And not everybody looks normal. Like you wouldn't know that
Like
Wolverine,
Angel,
yeah, like Angel, he's got freaking wings sticking out of his back.
the Beast.
Right, Beast is blue, but he's in the Oval Office, leaving
Yeah,
blue hairs all over the place.
that big
And
old
then
feline.
they invent this like serum.
Yeah,
That,
it's like a gun.
yeah, and that's in the third one, right?
Oh my god. Yeah, that is the third one. I
Yeah,
thought I died. Give me 1 second. That was
you're all crooked.
what just happened. Okay, now we're good. The
All right,
charger just fell down and my phone just like
phone
ah,
flew away.
I'm on a roller coaster.
Mm,
But yeah, they made that serum.
right, which takes her powers away. And then like if
Yeah.
you have like a skin mutation, like the one dude that looked like a frog, like he was like he had green hairs, his skin was like a little bit orange, and he had the tongue.
Yep.
That they did it on him, I think, and like his mutation went away. He looked normal, and then they did it on Mystique, and her blue skin and red hair went away, and she looked like a normal human. I thought that's crazy. They're trying to invent something like that.
Yeah, I think it is crazy. Like it's I mean, I think it's a perfect plot though.
It is a good plot because it's like they're not out. There's good and there's bad, right? But not
Hmm.
not all of them are bad. Why? You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Hmm.
Why punish everybody for just the handful of people that are, you know what I mean?
Yeah, bro.
I
I
mean,
agree. But the government in the movie is trying to
they're scared.
control them, and they don't want them to break out, and they don't want like they obviously feel threatened.
Mm-hmm. That's more happens in the end of the first one, in the opening scene of the second one,
Hmm.
where Nightcrawler is going to the old
I love
the White
Nightcrawler.
House. He's so cool the way like he can just teleport to where he needs to go.
That's Pee Wee Herman.
That is Pee Wee Herman. I
Yep,
thought he looked familiar.
that's Pee Wee Herman, bro.
That's awesome.
Isn't that crazy?
That guy has like a wide range of like acting talents. If that he can play
You don't even
Nightcrawler.
realize it. Now that I said it, you're gonna go watch it and you're gonna be like, wow,
Yeah.
that guy. But yeah, Nightcrawler. I love Nightcrawler. He's awesome.
Hmm. When they go
Now you're
visit
getting
him
me
in
excited.
when they go visit him in the church.
Yeah, when he's crawling on the walls, and then
Hmm.
that was in the last. That was in two, right?
That was in part two. Because remember
Man,
he breaks into the
man, you
he
got me
break
excited.
he
I'm
breaks
gonna go
into
watch
the
these
to the
again.
president, to the Oval Office, remember? And he
Yep.
leaves a note.
Yes, he does.
He said mutants are
Yes, he
free.
does. Yep.
And then that's when Stryker shows up and we get more of a backstory for
Hmm.
Wolverine.
Hmm.
He goes to that lake,
Yep.
uh alkali lake, whatever it's called.
Yeah. Uh,
There's some
for sure.
interesting.
I'm sorry I wasn't talking. I thought I was just waiting for you to say something. I thought I didn't want to cut you off.
Oh no, you're good.
But no, I'm excited about it. I'm gonna go back and watch all these
Yeah. Yeah. So you said you haven't seen them. I mean, you've seen Days of
in a
Future Past,
long time.
right? So I think after the last stand was X-Men Origins, they were gonna do an origin movie on all the X-Men that were out, you
Hmm.
know, and that one just flopped. So they decided not to do that. And then that's when we started getting the one with James McAvoy started getting a different origin story, but including all
Yeah.
the X-Men in just one instead of like doing Wolverine, Jean Grey, doing Mystique doing, you know what I mean, all at once. They just did
Hmm.
it like all in one, and that was really good. First class,
Yeah.
like we already spoke about it a little bit, but to
Hmm.
see like, he was in the concentration camp. He was a Holocaust survivor. His parents didn't survive, but he did. He was being used as like a weapon almost.
Hmm.
Um, and then what's his face? Charles, Professor Charles. He meets Mystique. She is hungry and breaks into his house, and he could tell that something's up with her. And he goes, "Why don't
Isn't it
you?"
wasn't she was didn't she like disguise herself to look like somebody?
Yeah, she looked like a normal kid. And he goes, "Why don't you show your real self?" And then she turned blue. She did
Yeah,
the
that was,
change.
and she was a kid though,
Right.
which is awesome. I was like, oh, dude, this is cool.
Mm-hmm.
I I remember that vividly. Why don't you just show your true self? And it's just like, how did he know? Like,
Right. And then he had that one. Sorry, he had that one mutant inside that club that they were at.
mhm.
They're trying to get more information about I think it was a Cuban Missile Crisis that was going on during that movie. They're trying to get more information about that, and there's that one mutant in there that her skin can turn to diamonds.
Yes.
That was cool. It was kind of like what's his name from Deadpool,
Uh-huh.
where he turned like his whole body's like metal.
Hmm.
He was in the
I,
Last Stand. He was in the third one.
I forget the guy's name.
Yeah, I forget his name, but he was in the third one.
Hmm.
He's not on this poster. Juggernaut is. He's over here.
Juggernaut.
You look like a dickhead.
Juggernaut is awesome. Ooh, Dark Phoenix. What'd you think of Dark Phoenix? Did you watch Dark Phoenix?
I did. I went and saw it in Dolby Atmos in the AMC in Disney Springs.
Well, good. Tell me your thoughts on that movie. How'd you like it?
It it could have been better. Um I did not expect her parents to die and her become an orphan and basically adopted by Charles Xavier.
Hmm.
Um and then I guess he's like teaching her throughout the whole time, how to control her powers and whatnot. And then um like her powers become out of control. They're in space and they go through this there's this like energy shield that comes through, kind of like in the Fantastic Four movie.
Hmm.
And then it just makes her powers like spike and go crazy. And then she doesn't go as crazy as Jean Grey in The Last Stand, where she's just like obliterating people to pieces with just her eyes.
He went crazy in Last Stand.
She did.
Like, untouchable.
Really. The only one who
When
was able
she
the only one who was able to survive was Logan
Wolverine,
because he's got that
when he
regenerative.
she almost killed him.
Yeah. She almost ripped
And
his skin off.
Wolverine can barely die. Like
Right. Yeah.
he's not supposed to be able to die. He was about to die.
Mm-hmm.
He was right there. He was close.
Yeah. And then yeah, I just thought it could be better. Mystique dies in that movie towards the end. Um yeah, really. Yeah, it
It was
just
sad.
just could have been a better movie. Overall, it was all right. It's watchable maybe every
No,
once in a while.
I would say it's watchable,
Like
but
if it's on TV, I'll put it on, but I won't go out of my way
it
to sit
ain't.
down and watch it.
Yeah, it's not something that I'm gonna be like, hey, bro, let's go watch this.
Yeah, I'll put
Hey,
any of
fam, come
the
over, let's watch it.
yeah, I'll put of the other X-Men movies on. Maybe not that one.
I'm going straight to First Class over that one easily.
Oh yeah, that's a way better movie.
Dark Phoenix is one of my lower ones, but yeah, I gotta watch the other ones. I gotta watch like the Logan movie.
Apocalypse was not so good either. Logan's great. They just added that to Disney Plus. That
Hmm.
that like puts like the nail in the coffin for Hugh Jackman as Wolverine.
Yeah, it makes
That's his
it pretty
last.
much makes it impossible for anybody else to play that role.
Yeah, really
He did a really good job.
amazing. That movie's good. The movie's good. It You have to watch Days of Future Past, which you've already seen, to
Hmm.
watch Logan. But he's an old man in that movie.
Hmm.
Old man.
He is.
All right. You want to move on to what came next? What was next? Spider-Man or Fantastic Four? And release date after that.
Fantastic. Fantastic who?
Fantastic Four.
Fantastic. It was not.
You didn't like it?
We can go. I like the first one.
That's the first two. There's only two that matter.
I didn't like the second one.
I mean, Silver Surfer was all right, but hey, Silver Surfer could be coming in the MCU.
You know how I feel about Silver Surfer in that movie.
I don't want to
I
elaborate.
did not. I told you, man.
I don't remember.
Like we get it. Like
I went.
he's coming before Galactus comes, and to warn everybody. I don't know. I just thought there was a lot going on, and they could have did a lot better with the Silver Surfer. Like as far as like his origin, like nobody we like. You know what I mean? Like I think they could have just elaborated a little more. Like, oh, who is this guy? Like I would have loved to see the Silver Surfer in action instead of he didn't seem like a bad guy in that movie. Which and he technically is like he comes before the destruction and to warn everybody. And they're like, bro, you're a bad guy.
Yeah,
And
like
you're not.
he gives
He
a
came off as a good
warning,
guy.
right? So he gives a warning to Jessica Alba's character, um, and tells her you have was it 5 days?
Yeah.
You have 5 days before the world ends or whatever.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the second one in a long time. I've seen the first one many times.
I thought the first one was better. I mean,
I did too.
Captain America, he's great in every movie.
Flame on.
Flame on. Johnny Flame.
He's in the elevator, like he's got a little flame on his thumb.
He's like which was kind of funny.
That was funny. He was a stunt man.
Yeah.
Like he did bike like he did like dirt bike jumping and
Mm-hmm.
stuff.
I
Very
just
cool.
think of when I see fire and I think of the Marvel universe, I think of Ghost Rider. I don't think of Johnny Flame.
Dang, the second movie for Ghost
And
Rider,
what's
it
crazy
was
is
bad.
Ghost Rider. Yeah, but I'm not talking about the second one. The first one was good.
No, not even the first one. The first one was a little
Bro,
scary for me. Little young one over there in the movie theater, all scared.
that's what I'm saying. We were kids, bro, but it was good for what it was.
Yeah,
Like
but
that, I think
se-
that was good for what it was, but
second one was
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 horrible.
horrible. Man,
It
want to
was
talk about
horrible.
one of the worst Marvel movies? You know
It
what's a
was horrible.
Marvel movie is Blade. The Blade
Yeah,
Blade
I was
Trinity.
good. I was just gonna bring that up, but I didn't want to get sidetracked. But
No, that's fine because like we could talk about. I mean, Fantastic Four. We both like the first one. We think it's really good.
the
Sec
second one, I thought it was garbage.
Second one, it was okay.
It was hot caca.
I like Doctor Doom, but
Yes, but that was the cool part about it. Like there, I mean, I'm not gonna say it was Doctor Doom. Yeah, of course,
we
seeing a new villain. Yeah.
got 10 minutes left. I don't know how long we've been going for.
Oh man. But I mean, Doctor Doom is supposed to come out now he's gonna be one of the future villains in MCU.
I love
I
Doctor
can't wait
Doom. I like Doctor Doom. He's really cool.
I can't wait to see what the MCU does with all these new movies and redoing these villains the right way.
Yeah, and we're getting a
They,
Fantastic Four movie as well. So I want to see who they're going to cast because the other one, the Fantastic Four of Michael B. Jordan, that was not a good one.
I wouldn't even be mad if they brought like a few old characters back, but like did it the right way. Like that,
Yeah, I would like to see
I
who they
just
get as the Thing.
yeah, that would be that. He's like a key component to that group of superheroes. Like he matters.
Seeing the Thing struggle in the first one, like trying he can't type on the phone, right?
Was
Because his
hilarious.
fingers are so big. But then like he also like his wife doesn't believe that it's him. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Or she doesn't want anything to
yeah,
do with him because of his formation or whatever. I felt
yeah.
bad for him.
Oh yeah, I did too. I'm like, man, give the guy a chance, bro. Like, come on, man.
Still the
He's
same
rock.
man. Yeah.
He's rock solid. He's Dwayne the Rock Johnson. Um, but no, man. But besides Fantastic Four, I mean, the Spider-Man movies too. I loved them. It's funny how you didn't even know I was gonna go there, and you just Spider-Man one, bro,
Man, I don't
is
know how many times I've seen Spider-Man 1 and 2.
like I'm just gonna say it now. Andrew Garfield is nowhere near Tobey Maguire.
No, no, his movies are good, but they're not as good, you know.
Like, let's be real. Like you just brought up the perfect thing. Let's be real. Andrew Garfield is not better than Tobey Maguire. Tobey
No way.
Maguire's movies were I thought they were I mean, obviously they were the first version of Spider-Man we've seen on the screen, like in movies. Like for us, that was oh my gosh, bro. It brings me back to being a kid watching that movie, bro. Like the Green Goblin, bro, was so perfect.
And when the Green Goblin he's in the burning building to get Spider-Man, and
When he was acting like an old
he's
lady,
acting like an old lady, and then
that scared me.
yeah, and then he throws the little things. I don't know what they're officially called.
The grenades?
Yeah, well, I guess you can call them grenades, but they break into like these like
Yeah.
spinning knives, and he's just like jumping through them and like
Oh,
dodging
and
them.
he's like slow motion, just flipping through 'em. Yeah, that
Yeah,
was cool.
and then
Um,
right after he gets cut, and then he goes to Thanksgiving dinner, and then he notices the cut, and then that's when he figures out that he's Spider-Man,
yeah, that's when Green Lantern figures that out.
Green Lantern.
I mean, I'm sorry, Green Lantern, the Green Goblin. I'm so sorry, the Green Lantern. What a horrible movie.
Oh my
Boo,
gosh, that's why we don't watch.
boo.
That's why we don't want. We're not talking about DC.
DC can just run out of this. Yeah, they're just they're horrible. And the only thing we'll probably talk about is Batman. That's it.
We got to talk about
Batman.
the Batman at one point.
We will,
That
we will.
movie,
But but
but
yeah, for one and two, Spider-Man one and two,
mhm.
big fan of. Spider-Man
Macho
three,
Man,
not a
Macho
big fan of
Man's in
him.
there.
Yeah, I'm
Ma-
not a big fan of Spider-Man
Boom,
three.
Saul's ready.
I don't like the emo Spider-Man.
The emo.
That I know they tried to implement Venom at some point in that movie, but I
He
just wasn't. I just didn't like the way they did it.
he's a different version of Spider-Man. I did like how they handled um him in No Way Home.
Yes, yes,
He a lot
that
better.
was good. That no, that a lot better. But
My
that's a
webcam
given
shut
though.
off. There it
That's a
goes.
given though. That's a given. No Way Home was way better. But yeah, I wasn't a fan of the third one. Um, but I think we could wrap it up right here. I mean,
I mean,
Deadpool. No, nothing wrong with those movies. I'm just
no,
gonna say it right now.
so funny, so like
Perfect everything.
perfectly like if they were like
Written.
rated R, like you know what I mean.
I cannot wait till Disney Plus puts them on there.
They're
They're
on
gonna be
there.
putting
They've been on there
they're
for a month already.
oh my gosh. I did not even realize that, bro. But
Yeah, the
Deadpool,
Deadpool 1 and 2 and
Ryan
Logan.
Reynolds, Ryan Reynolds is amazing. He's hilarious.
He
He's
is.
perfect for the part.
I'm gonna
I
put this
mean,
back up here because I love this picture. I had this poster on my wall when I was a kid.
I had that poster on my wall too, and the Spider-Man red is how what the color of my room when I was a kid.
Mine was blue. Not the blue that he has on his legs, but like it was more like sky blue, but then
Yeah,
it contrasted real nice.
yeah, bro. I loved Spider-Man growing up. I still
And then
do.
Spider-Man 2,
Yeah,
Doc Ock, like
Doc Ock.
amazing,
Yep.
you know.
Yeah,
It's just
that movie. That one was great,
and then
man.
Harry, like Harry's trying to figure out who the heck Spider-Man is, and then it's revealed that it's Toby. I mean, what's his face the whole time? Peter.
Peter Parker.
because he's like he's gonna kill Spider-Man, and then he's like he's
Over
kind of
here, Peter.
scared.
Hey, Peter. Over
And
here, Peter.
then
How
J.
much
Jonah
time do we have left?
Jameson. We got 4 minutes left.
Okay, that's fine.
J. Jonah Jameson.
Let me know when we have two.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, Jameson. Yes.
We're taking pictures of squirrels. We're fired. No, you're
Wait, I
rehired.
need you. I need you. You're rehired.
He's hilarious. And then when Spider-Man loses his powers and he throws the suit away,
Yes.
and he's wearing it in the office and he's got the cigar. And then he's like,
But
he talks about Spider-Man saving all these people, and he goes, "He's a menace."
he's saving all these people. He's a menace. Oh my! I wish we could literally dive into a whole episode. We will be dedicating a whole episode to every single Spider-Man movie that came out.
I think
But
whatever next Spider-Man movie is lined up. I haven't
we
seen
will
all the movies.
we will talk about every single Spider-Man movie in that episode.
Yeah, because I haven't seen what's coming up for Spider-Man next for
And we
coming
can
in phase 4 and 5.
and we can rank them again. We can rank them, and y'all will hate my list. But before, how much time we have left?
We have we're about to hit 2 minutes. We're about to hit
2 minutes left.
It's 3 minutes even right now, so we're at 2:59.
Well, this is perfect to break in for next week. So next week, so we're pretty much going to wrap up this episode.
Yeah, this is a little shorter episode.
Shorter episode, but it's just because of Zoom. But next week, She-Hulk drops. I know you haven't watched the trailer.
No, I don't like trailers. I mean, I've been seeing what's on the TV. I don't really like trailers because they spoil.
I will say though, it looks better than what we think. I will say that. And I'm actually excited to review this and rate it every episode. So I think it's gonna be good. But other than that, we're gonna be recording that episode next week. That'll come on next week as well. We recorded this episode late this week. We've been trying to schedule this week. Just didn't really work out, but
hopefully next week.
We're thankful for Zoom.
Yeah, we will find a way.
Yes,
you will have an episode. Yes. You'll find a way.
I can do this all day.
I Am Groot drop.
Yeah, but it wasn't a show. It was the shorts.
I haven't watched them yet, but
it's good. I watched the first one, Groot's baby steps. Steps. It was pretty. It's like a 5-minute clip. It's like little short original shorts.
I didn't know that they were gonna be shorts. I thought they were gonna be.
Me too. I thought it was gonna be a show,
like a series.
But watch the shorts. I think they're pretty funny. It's Groot just making a bunch of noises and just getting mad. But
because I love Baby Groot when Rocket's trying to explain to him about the bomb.
Oh yes. But before we get cut off, how much time we have left?
We got 1 minute 15 seconds.
All right, cool. Let's just close this out right here, and I mean we can talk right after. But let's just close this out right here, guys. Thank you so much for tuning into episode
5.
Is this correct on my screen?
Yep. 05. 2005.
Episode 5. We went over Deadpool, X-Men, the Spider-Man that were made.
Yep.
Not by MCU.
A brief synopsis.
Fantastic Four. We're gonna be discussing She-Hulk next week. Looking forward to it. We'll go live on Instagram again for you guys. That way you guys can tell me how much I suck and how much Juan he's amazing. But yeah, guys, thank you for tuning in. That's Let's Be Real. Juan, if you want to say anything really quick, that's
good night. Good night, good morning.
I bid you good night.
Good day, sir.
Wherever you are. Good day, ma'am.